Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty, and today I thought let's just go through some of my stuff. You know, it's always fun to rummage through somebody else's closets or their drawers, or we go in the bathroom and we peek in their cabinets to see what they've got. You know, I always feel like you're kind of getting away with something. So today I thought it would be fun if we rummaged through this container of stash. It's Plucky Knitter, that's all I know. Okay, so yeah, just hang out, stick around, and let's see what I have, because I don't remember anymore. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty and I'm coming into your phone or computer or wherever you are watching this wonderful podcast update. I'm coming to you from Virginia Beach, Virginia. That's on the east coast of the United States, if you didn't know that. I'm in the little southeasternmost corner of the state. And yeah, it's summer. It's been super rainy. We've been in this like incredible wet rainy season where, I'm not kidding you, for 2 weeks it's been nothing but rain. So that's been going on, and I've had kind of a hard time getting anything done. I don't know. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been straightening up a lot of stuff. The most recent videos I've shared with you my curtain project. I'm super proud of that. So I've been sewing those. I started sewing curtains also for my dining room. Yeah, I have to pick that back up. I thought one panel would be enough because I followed like an actual pattern for those. So now I need to go ahead and get it together and sew the second panel so that I can then call that project finished. And I'm hoping to do that this weekend. Today is a Friday, so we're going into the weekend. So yeah, here's to hoping that I can carve out a little sewing time. If you are a returning viewer, I would like to say hello and welcome back. I really appreciate you tuning into the videos and sticking around and liking the video and commenting. It really helps the channel. I appreciate it so much. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. It's wonderful to have you here, and I hope that you will hit that little handy dandy subscribe button before you go today. And in any event, make sure that you have the notifications on so that you know when I put up new videos. And if you're really into it, I have figured out finally how to get my mailing list back on and working legally due to the new regulations of the EU that really has thrown me into a tailspin. But I have a new sign up page so you can get onto my email list. I would love if you signed up for that. The link will be in the down bar. Go ahead and sign up, and I will let you know when I have updates. I'm still working on getting the website up. That is happening. We're not going to talk about the website today. Just know that it's coming. It'll be back. It'll be soon. By the end of the month, for sure. I know, I said that last month. Yeah, it's coming. Let's just say I would much rather craft or cook than work on computer code. Just keeping it real. But seriously, I would love to have you on the mailing list. So I'll let you know when I have videos up. I will let you know when I have shop updates for my Etsy shop. New knitting patterns, mugs, all kinds of things. So, and eventually blog post. We'll have blog post again. But right now I'm really like like super focused on doing this whole video thing. So, but with the email, you'll always know when the new videos are up. And in the fall, I'll be back for sure on that 2 times a week schedule, and it will include knitting tutorials, and I may try to do more. I'd like to do more. I'd like to do 3 times a week so that you get the knitting tutorial, we get our, you know, our little visit like we're doing now, and I'd like to have a gardening or a recipe or something. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Okay, so let's jump into today's video. For this to be a proper podcast, we have to have a What's in My Cup segment, and today I'm using my adorable little black cat. He's got the light on him. My light is right over here because if I don't have a light, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to having my camera lens over here. So yeah, I might have to switch that because I'm really having some trouble. Hold on, let's switch the camera. Okay, that feels more natural. Hopefully that doesn't look too weird. Let me just see, turn you that way. Is that okay? I don't know. I use my phone to film the videos. It's so super easy, and I need to keep this easy so that I can continue doing it, because otherwise if it gets too complicated, it's hard. And it already takes a while for me to get the videos edited, because I do like to edit them and make them like an enjoyable show. So with this iPhone, it's so nice because it like links right, I'm looking at my computer. It links right into my computer. I do everything in iMovie, which I know it's so basic, but you know what? It works, and I have enough computer woes and things that I don't need to make doing videos any more difficult than they need to be. Okay, that was a major digression. I super apologize. Let's talk about what's in my cup. Okay, today I'm drinking out of my adorable black cat, and this is a wonderful, wonderful drink. Oh, it's so good. It's a cold drink. I drink cold drinks all year long out of, you know, coffee mugs. I always have. I heard once that was sort of a French thing to do, that the French people drink their wine out of like stoneware mugs. I always thought that was cool. I used to drink wine, and I'd always have my wine in my falsigraph mugs. I don't really drink wine anymore, but the, I guess, habit of having cold drinks in coffee mugs, it's just stuck around, so that's what I'm doing. Today's drink, I brought the can to show you because it's special. I bought this the first time on 4th of July. I had people over. We had a small gathering, and I got this to go with the picnic. It's so good. Lemon elderflower soda, a sparkling beverage flavored with lemon juice and elderflower essence. And that's what it looks like. Does that help? Yeah. It's from Trader Joe's. It's so good. It's not terribly fattening. It's 70 calories for a can, so I thought that's reasonable. I was like intrigued because of the elderflower bit, because the royal wedding cake was an elderflower cake, and I was like, oh, I want elderflower. So I didn't get to go to the wedding, but I can have elderflower soda while we have our little check-in today. Okay, let's talk about some yarn. A lot of the chit-chat on the channel this summer has been sewing talk, not a lot of knitting. I haven't been doing a lot of knitting. I don't know. I hit this wall of burnout, and I've alluded to that in the past, and yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't know what to do right now with the knitting, and it could be the weather. It's hot. I'm kind of backing off some of the design work I was doing. And I just wanted to try new things. And we only have so many hours in the day. And so I have decided that I really want to do some sewing now. And that's what I'm doing. But I still have a lot of yarn. And I used to keep it on this bookshelf thing. I used to have it all out. And the issue was that I didn't want it to be like just saturated in dust, because I do have a bit of a dust issue in this house. I have to clean a lot to keep it picked up and somewhat cleaned up. So I put everything into bins, and from your vantage point, this room looks great. Okay, I mean, this room looks picked up, it looks neat. It's not. It's a freaking disaster area in here. Everywhere I look, it's piles of stuff, and I can't take it anymore. Part of the problem or issue is that it's a very small room. This room is like 8 by 10, maybe 10 by 10. I'll have to measure it. It's small, and I have a lot of stuff. So, and my closet is not big, and my closet. Oh my god! If you could see the closet. Should I show you the closet? No, I'm not going to show you the closet. It's too embarrassing. No. I share a lot of stuff on this channel. Some things I feel like I need to hold back and just keep to myself. And that mess over there, that's just out of camera, we're not going to share that in public. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway. I have been doing a lot of cleaning up and straightening up in the kitchen. And I've got like a couple of more drawers to organize, and then that room is going to be like organized and picked up, and I have really enjoyed using it. I need to come in here and do this room, and I want to repaint it. I want to go lighter colors, like this pink. I want to do like more of a baby pink, and then this toffee, I want to do something lighter. It doesn't get a lot of light in here anyway, so I feel like I want to brighten it up. It needs to be freshened up, and you know, I just think if I just take everything out and just repaint, it won't take me but a day to paint in here. It's not a big room. Just get it done, and then really carefully consider what I bring back in, and yeah, anyway. So I'm like totally rambling. Okay, this is what happens when you don't work from a script, and I never worked from a script. I just come on and ramble, and here we are. Okay, let's go back to yarn talk. So I used to keep all the yarn here, and then I put it in containers because I didn't want it to get filthy. You know, I mean, this stuff costs a lot of money. I don't want to have it be a mess. So we're going to take a look at what I have in just one container, because honestly, I don't even remember. I like put all this stuff into containers like last spring, like where's April, maybe March or April time frame. So a while since I've looked at it. We're going to look at it today. And this is like, so I tried to have it be sort of classified so that I had like certain, you know, like craft store stuff together and nicer stuff together. And this particular container, we'll call it, I think this is all the Plucky Knitter stuff that I have. And I have a lot of Plucky, and I'm not sure that I need all this Plucky, and I'm not sure what I would do with all the Plucky. So, but we're going to look at it because it is pretty stuff, and let's just look at it and see what's in there, because I don't remember anymore. I haven't bought any Plucky in, well, since last year. Yeah, since last year. So I was like on this like kick for a while. It was like, I don't know, every time they'd send an email, I'd be like, oh my god, I gotta have the Plucky. And now I'm like, I have enough. I just sort of had to, well, what happened was when I started putting stuff in containers, I realized how much I had, and I was like, okay, this is getting to be enough. I can't keep buying stuff for just the sake of buying it. If I can't knit it or have a project for it, I'm going to have to really consider strongly before buying it, because, you know, we get sort of whipped up into this frenzy, especially in the knitting community, over buying all this yarn. And, you know, you do want to get out there and really support your indie dyers, but, you know, I have to knit what I have. I either have to knit what I have, or I have to sell it, or actually what I'm thinking of doing for some of it is to use it as giveaway prizes on Instagram. So that'll be coming in the fall. You definitely will want to be following me on Instagram. Yeah, and that's Patty Mac Knits, and I'll put that down here. So I thought, well, it's good yarn. I can use it for giveaway prizes, and then I'm not like spending extra, but it's still a prize that somebody will love. And another reason to be on the email list, because I will go ahead and give a heads up to everybody subscribed on the list that, you know, the giveaway is coming, and I may do subscriber only giveaways while I'm at it. I don't know yet. This is all just talking off the cuff. But yeah, so the yarn, oh my gosh. It's beautiful stuff. I love it all, but you know, you kind of get to that place where it's like, I think I have enough for a while. But okay, let's actually look and see what I have. And I'm going to start out by pulling, if I can see, can you see it? I don't know if you can, it might be just off camera. I'm going to reach down and get it. The first thing that I want to look at and share with you is the yarn that I purchased on local yarn shop day. We had a really good local yarn shop day here in Virginia Beach. I did a video on that. I'm going to give you the link to that up here in the corner. I think it's on this side. I don't know. It might be over here. Wherever it is, that link is going to come up, and I'll also link it in the down bar. That is a really sweet video, and I would love if you went over and took a look at that and yeah, checked it out. I have a beautiful yarn shop here in Virginia Beach called the Yarn Club. I'm so blessed to have such an amazing store here. The shop owner is Andrea, and she really has an eye for color and yarn, and she's been doing really incredible classes and all kinds of stuff, and she's got trunk shows coming, and I will be going to a trunk show in a couple of weeks, so I'll be filming that, and that's going to be exciting. And it's, yeah, more yarn. Here we go with the yarn. All right, let's look at this stuff first. Okay, so this first bit of yarny goodness that I'm going to share with you is from Anzula. This is called For Better or Worsted. And this colorway is called Jawbreaker. And it is spectacular. I mean, it's just beautiful. And here's the other one. I bought 2 skeins of this, and what is interesting about it is that it's different. It's almost like it's not really the same yarn, but it is. I mean, that's just the thing with these hand-dyed colorways, you know, it's not really the same. So I think, I mean, you can sort of tell it more when I pull them back. So almost we'll have to use them in separate projects, or I'd have to do that business of alternating every couple of rows, and you know, let's see, 200 yards. So it's a superwash merino with cashmere and nylon, so it'll hold up. It's like a worsted weight. So these would be like good separate accessories, I think. So like a nice hat or something, make a beautiful hat. Or like a trim on a bigger thing. I could probably do like a fun shawl maybe, but you know, I don't wear a lot of shawls. That's the thing. I don't know. I knitted this gigantic thing and I've worn it twice. So I don't know if I want to do any more shawls. I just don't wear them. So I don't know. But I do love the yarn. It's beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Okay, now let's look in the thing of Plucky, because I don't know. Okay, so I've got different weights and different things going on. I have knitted, oops, sorry, I don't mean to make that shake. I keep forgetting, like it's on the desk. Okay, so I have a scarf that's an FO that I have been wearing. I'm going to do a video on just that scarf. And I love it. And I loved knitting with Plucky. I have a web that I'm doing with Plucky. I'm not going to show it because it's going to wind up being a design. So I need to get it finished for fall. It's beautiful. So I really do like the way the Plucky knits. And they do a good job at being consistent. Now the Anzula, they could have been dyed at different, they might have been different dye lots. I have to look and see if does it give dye lots? No, it says it's, well, that might just be a code. I don't know. They could have been different dye lots. So like she just sold, like these were just the odds and ends that were left. I don't know. I bought the last two of them. But you can see these match really, really well. So I could do one project with both of these. This is called, hold it up here. This is called It's Your Party. It's the snug base. It's 110 yards. And it's a merino, cashmere, and royal alpaca. I mean, this is some fancy damn yarn. It's really fancy. So, of course, it's nice on your neck. It's 220 yards. So I could do like a cowl maybe with that. I'll have to look at patterns and see what I have. I'm going to wind up having a ton of this left over. Do I have, oh God, I don't have the paper for it. The paper, I think I know where it is. See, this goes really well. This I could hold like maybe 4 strands and put them together and make like a cowl. Wouldn't that be pretty? But I got to finish the project that this is meant for, and that's the top secret whip that I just mentioned. This is on their fingering base, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I have to see if I can find, let me see if I can find the little card. Hold on. Oh, son of a gun. I don't know. I know it's here somewhere because I always keep those papers so I know what I'm doing. Here is the yarn that's on the whip, and I love this yarn, and I don't know what this is either. I know that when I saw it was like one of their special dye lots, small batch Plucky, that's what they call it, and I don't remember which one. I think 14. I actually would have to go back and look at the video where I unboxed it. I'll find it and I will link over to it. This is how it knits. I'm not going to show you much of the project. I'll show you this. It is stunning and it feels so good. So yeah, I'll link over to the unboxing where I actually got this yarn. That's all I'm going to show you on it. So yeah, those go together, but I don't know what this is now. I know this is a fingering base. Yeah, I am nuts for color. I love color. And that's pretty obvious because I have this as well. More of this crazy speckled hand dyed. I just love it. And see how they're a little bit different. So I don't know. I might have to alternate skeins with that. This one is called Wildflowers. And I think this is the last thing that I bought from them because when it came up, I was just like, I've got to have it. It's on the Primo Aran base. The other stuff is on the Primo worsted base. The Primo worsted is my favorite. And I think they phased it out. And now they're just doing this Primo Aran. It's very close. It's almost the same thing. But it's nice yarn. It's, put it up so you can see it. It's 200 yards on a skein. Merino Cashmere nylon. I mean, Plucky does really nice high-end product, and it's beautiful. And I will tell you, the small batch that I'm working on, that the whip, it's been kind of a journey on that project. It's been frogged. It's been washed. It's been recaked. I mean, it's been through a lot, and it still looks beautiful. So their dyes really hold, and their fiber is top notch. So I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I've got 400 yards of it. So it's like a shawl, you know, or you mix it with something, and then you could do. I would like to do sweaters, and I always think, oh, I would love a sweater where I did this like around the yoke and the cuffs. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, say, do a yoke and like, you know, maybe here down and then cuff on a sweater. I think that would be cool. And then do the rest in a solid. Like that raspberry. If you picked up that raspberry, ooh, that would be so pretty to play off that green. Anyway, so maybe. I don't know. Okay, here's... This is the last of the crazy stuff. Okay, here's this one. Okay, this is the Snug Worsted. This one has 230 yards on it. This is also a Merino Cashmere and Alpaca. This is called Just for Giggles. And I just flipped out when they had this. It's gorgeous. Look at the color. And so soft. I mean, this is beautiful yarn. I mean, really, it is like candy. Isn't it pretty? It's insane how pretty that is. So this one I have almost 500 yards. But, you know, it's not enough for a sweater project by itself. But again, if I could do, you know, just like add it to, like if I could get like a pink or maybe even like a minty green, or I guess the minty green wouldn't work with that neon. I'd have to go match it up for a solid. But you know, I don't know how to knit sweaters yet. I haven't gotten to that. That's a whole other topic. And we're not going to get into that today. Okay, now yeah. So this beautiful green, this is called Good Old Days. This is the trusty base, and I think they've retired this base. This is 100% merino and 250 yards. And when I bought this, I thought it was more gold. So when I bought it, I was kind of shocked, and because it's green. I mean, there's, you know, it's very green, but I like it. But it wasn't. I wanted it for a specific project, a very specific scarf that I made, and that didn't work. So this is still sitting here. And so what do I have of that? I have 500 yards of this, so I don't know. So the next thing that I picked up was this one. And it was not the right color either. It's also trusty. This one's called Getaway. This was part of their quintessential Plucky Palette Winter. And it's a nice yellow, but it wasn't the right yellow for what I wanted. So that's still sitting here, and I'm kind of surprised because I would have thought I would have had 2 skeins of it. So I don't know if I have one sitting somewhere else or not. Then I have this one. This is all trusty. All of this was purchased with one particular project in mind, and it took me a little bit to get the right color combination. This I used. This is Urban. This is in the finished project, and I love this yarn. This was so nice to knit. It looks beautiful. Even in their solids, they have beautiful tonality, and so you can sort of get a feel for that. It's gorgeous. So this is in a project. This is leftover, and somewhere I have, I guess, some remnants of this. So I need to, locate all the remnants and get them all together. Right now, I don't know where the remnant is. So that's that one. And then I have this one. This one is called Princess Phone, and I wound up putting those together. Isn't that amazing? And they were exactly what I wanted. They're perfect. I'm going to insert, I did some beauty shots of this yarn together. So I'm going to insert that now. You'll be looking at that when I'm talking about it. And I'm also going to insert here, while I'm talking about the yarn, a picture of the finished object that I did with one of my model friends, Melissa. Her sister has done quite a bit of modeling for me, and I've been teaching Melissa how to use her camera so that she can get better pictures of her children. And she modeled this scarf for me when we were at the museum doing like a photo field trip, I guess is what you would call it. But yeah, so that's what this is. Because oh gosh, it almost looks like my hair, doesn't it? Oh, that's sort of cool. I'm not quite that gray. Ooh, that would be okay. I'm totally off. I'm like freaking out. It's like, oh, that looks like my hair. Okay, so yeah, I'm into Harry Potter. I know I'm a little old for it, but I really like it. And my house is Hufflepuff, and so this is, my newt scarf basically. And I'm gonna do like a whole sort of video and talk to you about how I made it. I love it because the newt scarf is like the vintage Hufflepuff, and that just works really well for me. So that's what I made with this, but I still have this much left, so I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know. I think that's what I used. I must have only used I think I bought 4 skeins of it, and then I only used 2 to make the actual project. So I still have 500 yards of this left. So I don't know. I mean, I guess, well, that could go together. I don't know that really works. Oh, that does work, doesn't it? So I could mix up a bunch of stuff, I guess, and make a sweater, because I have 1,000 yards. Yeah, and it's like a heavy worsted, so you could knit it on like an 8. I think I knitted on an 8. I have to look back at my notes. So I might actually be able to get a sweater out of these. So we'll see. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just talking. Yeah, so that's what I have in one small container of just one brand of yarn, Plucky Knitter. And when I organized it and got it all into this little tub, I was like, holy mackerel, what am I doing? And that's when I said, okay, I'm not buying any more Plucky. I did not go so far as to unsubscribe from the email. I almost did because it's so tempting when they send those. But I just am like, you already have all of this. You don't need to buy anything else. And I would tell you, if I did like want to take, you know, this to match with the solid to make it a project, I would be afraid to do it based on the pictures, because I have found that you're not getting exactly what you might think you're getting, which is an issue buying anything like this online. And I have a calibrated monitor. You know, I do professional pictures, so everything is color calibrated. But even still, you know, it's hard to know what you're getting. So I would go to the yarn store with this and get Andrea to help me match it to something to do a project. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I have really liked the Plucky that I've shown you. I only had one time that I bought something that I wasn't crazy about it, and I'm still not crazy about it. And it's this, and it's not even close to what I was expecting. This I got last summer. So this is called Just for Giggles, and I have another Just for Giggles I'll show you. This base is different. This is the Scholar base, and it's a Merino Cashmere. And you know, they did like this Just for Giggles update, and yeah, okay. They did the Just for Giggles update, and I mean, it was like, you know, hot cakes, you know, and it was selling out, and they did like a special secret update where they put it out, and they had this knitted into swatches, and it looked like, ooh, it was so cool in the swatch. And then I got it and I was like, oh, I don't know, it's just, it's very gray and it's very green, and that was not what I expected. I think I'll go back, I'm going to go to the website and go back to find this update, and I'll insert some footage of what I thought I was getting with this, and you'll see what I mean. I don't know. This is the other Just for Giggles. Okay, so these came out at the same update. And I can sort of see, now that I put those together, it's like they did sort of do the same coloration on different bases, but I don't know, this one just isn't working for me. And it was really more neon yellow than I expected. I was looking for more of the pink and the blue, and I got all that neon yellow. No, I don't know, that wasn't what I really wanted. So that's the thing, it's like if you buy online this yarn, they're just gonna grab off the shelf and put it into your package. You don't get to pick it up and select it yourself. So that is the downside to shopping online for some of these things. But anyway, this I still like and would use, but I don't know. We're gonna insert that from the website, and you'll see what I mean. I don't see how that can be the same thing. Okay, well, that is today's video. That is just one little part of my stash. I am not doing the whole stash in one video because it's too long. No, we'll split it up. Even I would be overwhelmed. I'm a little overwhelmed just going through this bit and looking at what I have and trying to figure out what I would do with all of it. Can you relate? I would love to hear from you on where you are with your stash. Have you recently gone through and looked at all of your things? You know, it's like that, I don't know what her name is. She's Japanese, and she did that book about decluttering your life and how you're supposed to feel so much happier, and you're supposed to like pick everything up, and you're like, oh, do I love it? How does it make me feel? You know, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I can tell you, this makes me feel good. This, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, so I don't know. Can you relate? Have you been doing any sort of yarn housekeeping in your world, like sort of prepping for fall, looking at what you have and what's going on and planning projects and I don't know, all that stuff? I'd love to hear. Let me know. That is today's video, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of what's in my stash. There's going to be more videos like this. I'm going to go through all of it and show you what I have. It will be therapeutic for me to put it out there that this is what I have and figure out what I'm going to do with all of it, because I don't know. If you have suggestions, I am listening. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.